Suddenly salad
Suddenly salad
is there to provide you with sweet understanding. With sweet understanding.
Chop, 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 sun-dried.
Salads,
Ching, ching, ching.
my friend. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Happy September.
Happy 1st of September.
Happy Falala.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Happy Tuesday and all the good things.
So, that was a rendition of Suddenly Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors.
And why? Because suddenly salad is one of Katie's most favorite things
Comfort food to the max.
ever.
Yeah. To be fair, it's a Becker family tradition. My brother.
I'm not picking on you. To
be fair, there's a story.
We're all allowed to have our guilty pleasures.
Yes, of my brother. I think we might have told this when we first introduced this pasta salad when we were in DC. That's right. My brother, my parents would have been making dinner after I left the house, and my brother would look and be like, and then he would get in the car, go to the grocery store, get a box of Suddenly salad, pasta salad, come back, make it, and eat it for dinner.
So that which says copycat up here is a copycat of the Suddenly Salad brand.
Yeah, box mix
of pasta salad
that you can get at the grocery store. Mm-hmm.
When do you like to eat? When do you crave pasta salad?
Oh, always. But usually it's I don't know what to eat, or if I am feeling emotionally uncomfortable, which, it's been a pandemic for the last 6 months, so that's a regular occurrence. So we thought that this would be a good thing. We were like, oh, what are we gonna make today? And we're like, well, let's go buy a hot plate so that we can cook things. And we thought, well, we'll get there. But for today, Suddenly Salad copycat it is. So Ezra is chopping up some ingredients, which we'll introduce to you momentarily, but I'm gonna work on the dressing, which is the whole thing. Part of this is an experiment.
This became a bit of a contention.
We've never done before because here's what I do. This is ridiculous. I buy the box of Suddenly Salad, but I am predominantly gluten-free. And so I throw away the pasta that comes with the box. I make gluten-free rotini instead, and then I make the little dressing packet.
Because the dressing packet is where it's at.
It's delicious. It's what I love. And so Ezra's like, can't we make it from scratch?
That's the whole thing with Falala, is
humans.
being able to take what we most admire and endear and find comforting in food, and then let's put a bit of a healthy spin on it, right?
Yeah.
Let's figure out a way to make this.
So we're gonna try.
Right, and there are those days where you're like, I'm going to get Ben and Jerry's. Don't look at me that way. Stop looking at me! And then you leave, right? And that's me in the mirror, by the way.
Stop looking at me!
But yeah, so we all need those, and we're gonna see. This is one big old experiment.
Big old experiment.
We don't know how this is gonna turn out, and I'm proud of you for taking a chance on this thing.
Thanks, man.
Good job.
Take a chance on pasta salad dressing.
Take a chance on pasta salad dressing.
Okay, so first we're going to start with the oil and the vinegar, which makes sense, the sort of base of any dressing. So for olive oil, we're going to start with a little bit less than what they do in terms of the ratios, because their recipe is 1.5 cups of olive oil and 1 cup of vinegar. That feels obnoxious to me.
It's a lot.
And so I'm going to go with a cup of olive oil, or no, 1/2 cup of olive oil and then 1/4 cup of vinegar.
It's obnoxious to you because it's a lot of oil?
Yeah, and it feels like a lot of oil, especially based on the amount of ingredients that we have.
So Katie's already using her wisdom, her previous pasta salad experience, to make this become her own.
Yes.
A reality.
Yes. This is sopressata. How is it? Is it good?
Real good.
Oh yeah, I got the uncured stuff.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
So we got a half a cup of olive
Woo!
oil, woo, and a quarter cup of apple cider vinegar, and then we have a ton of spices. So I'm going to go through these spices and try to do the seasonings according to what they have in the recipe. I'm not great at this. Okay, so a half tablespoon of garlic powder, and P.S. if you have a favorite salad dressing that you make from scratch, please immediately put it in the comments because we are always looking for homemade salad dressing options.
Yeah, I saw that you found a thing the other day about
Ratios.
the ratios, which is such huge. I mean, like that's everything, right?
Yeah, it's sort of like when they teach chefs how to make like the basic things,
Right.
you
So
know,
foundational-
the foundational things. So I feel like salad dressing is one of those foundational things that once you know the ratios. Okay, a half tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of oregano. Whenever I think about oregano, I think about Marge Simpson. Oregano. What
Did
the
she
hell?
say that?
Yes. Do you
Oh,
not know
I
that?
didn't know. No, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
That's
she
one
like
of the
is
rare
looking.
moments.
I think it's when they're in the witness protection program.
Oh yeah.
And they're in the new house, and it has like new spices. She's like, oregano. What the hell? Parsley. Where's the parsley?
Right there.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so a half a tablespoon of parsley. Hey, you all might have seen that my profile picture is
tinted red,
and that's because today is an awareness day for live events.
Yeah.
So here, yeah.
Yeah.
So here in Omaha, Bill Kirby has been so great.
Good job, Bill.
In raising awareness, in different buildings around town are lighting the outside of their buildings red to raise awareness for the fact that we aren't able to do live events right now because pandemic. A tablespoon of salt.
That's a lot. But then again, pasta salad in its nature
Yeah,
is a bit salty.
it's a lot. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. Do you want to talk through some of these beautiful ingredients that you have?
Yeah. So,
prepared?
well, you're gonna keep going here.
Yeah, the only things I have left are thyme and basil.
Okay.
Thyme and basil.
And those are thyme, like a quarter teaspoon of thyme. It says because thyme, we have so much of. Because thyme
Is on our side.
is on our side because time makes everything worth it. Because time is pretty strong. In fact,
I'll go a little less than a quarter.
yeah, like
teaspoon.
we pickled some onions the other day, and I put a little too much thyme, and I was like, all right, that's
They
fine.
were tiny.
They were too super tiny. They had time on their side. And then half a teaspoon of basil, so there's that. What I have here is about maybe a quarter cup of sun-dried tomatoes, which is going to give you a good like umami flavor.
Umami.
Umami flavor.
Umami.
That's good for you. It just it's going to round out the pasta salad. Some banana peppers. Katie's like
I love them.
pickled favorite flavor that's going to happen. Over here we have some cucumber, and that's also about a quarter of a cup. About a half cup to a cup of cucumbers. We got a lot of pasta salad, so we went a little heavy on the cucumbers and a little heavier on the tomatoes, about a cup of that. Also, Katie addition, right here, green onion. She's gonna love some of that green onion.
Yeah.
And then the this recipe calls for pepperoni, but we got some soppressa. Is that what you got?
Sopressata.
Soppressata, which is an Italian meat of uncured Italian meat, yeah?
Yep.
And then we also have some burrata cheese here. This is also our own personal addition to this pasta salad, because Katie likes a little bit of like cheese cubes, right? Like you like the flavor of like,
Yeah.
but that's gonna go in, when is that gonna go in?
That's gonna go in per serving because
Okay.
like it just does better because it's like a soft cheese. I think it
Yeah,
just
it's
does better per
soft.
serving rather than like living in the bowl because the rest of this will be able to live for most of the week in the fridge. But who are we kidding? It's not gonna last that long. It'll be on by tomorrow.
That's the truth. All right. So those are our ingredients, and we're about to mix them all up in the bowl.
Mix them up in the bowl.
Okay, mix them up in the bowl. So, Katie, as we're moving on, Wed, Better, Dead, which is a game that we play. Remember that game in middle school, Wed, Better, Dead? It wasn't called that. It was something a little bit crasser, but it always felt it is wrong to play. It's kind of like inappropriate to play because when you talk about a thing and a person that you would.
So who would you marry? Who would you have one hot night with? And then who would you kill? But that's just, when you're in middle school, you're like doing it with people.
And even doing it as adults is kind of it's rude. It hurts people's feelings, right?
Yeah. So we do it with food.
We do it with food, and we do it with things, and it sort of becomes like a desert island situation question. So Katie, Wed Better Dead, different types of pasta. Because what type of pasta we choose here?
Rotini.
Which has become one of our favorites. In recent
there's
years.
lots of surface area for dressing,
and it's trapped in there, and the like grooves and stuff.
And it's gluten free. So we went to the O grocery store, and this is brown rice, amaranth, and quinoa blend. But we always get brown rice based, no corn. Corn gluten free. Just like pro tip, gluten free corn pasta falls apart in the water and it's gross. So if you're gonna get a gluten-free pasta, or if you're gonna give it a try, look for a brown rice-based gluten-free pasta.
Yeah, so keep assembling, Katie. Doing awesome over there.
Pasta salad.
Pasta salad.
Assemble.
Wed Better Dead. Let's do different types of pasta. And
Okay.
you tell me at home what you would choose,
Yes,
or wherever
please.
you're at.
Put it in the comments.
All right, Wed Better Dead. We have 3 types of pasta. We'll go with fusilli.
Yes.
Which is what that is, the
Yes.
curlicue. Let's go with bow tie pasta.
Farfalle.
Farfalle. And what's another? Shells.
Little shells.
Little shells. I know this is difficult for her. So tell us, Wed Better Dead, which one would you put where and why?
Wed shells. Bed. Nope. Wed rotini or fusilli. So like these spirals.
Oh, so you'd have those forever? Yeah.
Yes. Bed shells. Love them. Shells and cheese.
You'd have a wild time. One wild day.
One wild night.
One wild night.
And then
let's say that extends to that entire day and night.
And then kill the farfalle. Not because I dislike it. Just it's so rare. I wouldn't miss it. You know, I wouldn't
Sure.
think like, oh, my life, because I
You
don't.
think there are bow tie pastas out there as big as an actual bow tie?
No, because it would fall apart in the cooking.
Oh darn.
Don't you think?
Well, I mean, depending on the like gluten of the dish, right? Like of the pasta. That looks great.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Can you see it?
So this would be then your main noodle for like pasta salad.
Yeah, and this is the because we get it so often. This and penne, I do it for like meat sauce. You know, if I'm just doing like meat sauce, like a marinara sauce with like a ground turkey. This I'll do as well.
That's great. What about that wild night of shells? What kind of...
I mean, really, y'all, if I'm feeling just like, who
this is the
cares
truth
about
right
my
here.
overall health?
When you
Velveeta
wanna
shells and
live
cheese.
honestly.
I'll go get Velveeta shells and cheese, and then I'll put green chili in it, and then a ton of black cracked pepper.
This is why we're here.
And I'll eat it slowly on the porch.
What time of day?
Twilight.
Great. So it's not... Yeah. So you would eat it into the night. And
Yes.
you would make enough to just keep going.
Yeah.
Velveeta, would you change it up? Would you have any like other cheeses?
But not only get one day, one night.
One night, but like you can have that for the rest. I'm saying the day. You know what I mean?
Just keeping it real weird. Keeping it real simple, keeping it real weird.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, if I had to choose, I'm not going to make your choices for you. So you tell me which pastas.
Which 2 pastas? Well,
because those I chose specifically because of her.
Yeah.
So now she knows a little bit more
for Ezra,
about my
it
flair.
would be the fusilli rotini.
Yeah, I like those.
Angel hair.
One of my favorites.
Or in Italy, we had pici pasta, which is like a hand-rolled spaghetti. So it's like not flat like a linguine.
It's about half an inch roll. They're dense. They're
Half
huge.
an inch roll. That would be like that thick. It's not that thick.
Oh,
no, it's not that
huge.
thick.
It was big.
It's like pull and peel Twizzler. It's like the peel of the pull and peel Twizzler.
They were bigger than that.
Okay. Well, you get to
They were
choose.
like
because
earthworms.
It's your Wed Better Dead.
Well, okay.
And so it would be like a fresh, like handmade pasta.
Okay.
Which would you choose?
Yeah, I would go with. I think I would do this for the fusilli because it's so versatile. It just can go with so many things, right? And I was gonna pull that out for
bowl.
Let's put it all in a bowl, and then we'll put the burrata on top. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, Fusilli is the one I would marry. I would have one wild night with.
Angel hair.
That's right. One wild night with angel hair and day. Like I'd have meatballs and that's why I would have like angel hair with meatballs or chicken marsala. That would be amazing with angel hair pasta. I used to get that at the first place I served at actually as a waiter. And then I would kill peachy. I mean, I wouldn't want to, but like especially after that peachy pasta that we had off the side of the road in Italy. That was incredible. It was with wild boar, I think.
So you're feeling like you couldn't match it? Like...
No, I could, but I just would miss the angel hair so much. I'd be sad.
Okay.
You know,
All right. Okay. So, we have our pasta salad. We'll add a little burrata to the serving, and then this is what I'm gonna eat for dinner. I'm really very excited
I'm gonna
about
have
it.
a little too.
Okay.
It looks really good.
So
Give him a peek.
I'll bring it closer.
Yeah, bring it closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got the pasta salad with all the little ingredients and a little burrata, that like soft cheese. And we're gonna eat it for dinner, and we're so glad you tuned in. We'll post the recipe in the comments. We think y'all are amazing.
We love you all.
Stay
Stay
safe.
safe out there and be kind.
Bye.
Bye.